Hello, and welcome to Hit List 2, the second edition of the CBS FOX special preview tape. This time we have 17 new titles which cover the whole spectrum of entertainment. Titles like The Entity, Oliver Twist, Monsignor, starring Christopher Reeve, The Executioner, Jailbirds, I Ought to Be in Pictures, and Innocent Victim, a violent thriller. And for the children, Return to Boggy Creek, Little Ark, cartoon fun with mad monsters. And Ultraman, the ultimate superhero. Huckleberry Finn, the classic children's story. And Christmas Annual, In Search of Skiing. The Conspiracy, a web of murderous intrigue. Hustler Squad. And Sayonara, the classic love story set in Japan. Go for the name you know. Movies in a Box from CBS FOX.
Hey, wake up, everybody. It's a gorgeous day.
20th Century Fox presents The Entity, based on the story of Carla Moran.
Okay, now look.
The most extraordinary case in the history of psychic research. A team of experts will investigate her life.
Why does he attack you, Carla? No, anyone else?
I suppose he finds me attractive.
Monitor her home.
Oh, we're wiring the place up for any kind of movement.
Is everything okay? Wait for you, Mommy.
Why should she go to such lengths to support this delusion?
Invade her mind.
You were raped by whom?
I don't know. There is no one there.
And they will find more than evidence. They will find scientific proof.
Wouldn't this be a head?
Let's get out of here!
It's like a nightmare, and I can't wake up. I just want to get rid of him.
Oliver Twist, a brand new production of Charles Dickens' best love story, chosen for this year's Royal Charity performance in the presence of Princess Anne.
At least, kind lady, at the very least, consider my proposal.
Excuse me, sir.
Do not dismiss me out of hand, but... What's this? What's this?
Please, sir. I want some more.
£5 for the bar.
Done.
George C. Scott heads an all-star cast including Tim Curry, Michael Hordern, and Timothy West.
Fagin, meet my friend, Oliver Twist. There ain't no justice in this place.
Take him off.
You haven't had the last of me, oh?
Just you lie still, or I'll tuck you in. It's awfully kind of you, ma'am. Oh, hush now.
There ain't a soul in the world what doesn't want tucking in from time to time.
See this, boy? It wouldn't be the first time it had gone off. And even if it did, there's no one going to come asking after you.
Oliver Twist, one of the most important British films of the year. Monsignor with Christopher Reeve.
Who are you? You have a secret, and it attracts me. Is this why you brought me here? You brought love back to me.
You brought it to me for the first time.
Christopher Reeve stars as a priest caught in a web of intrigue and deceit. A compelling drama of corruption in the Vatican.
Outside the Vatican, there is a black market, rolling in cash, and ready to buy what we're not even bothering to sell. We could buy everything we need through the commissary from the United States, at prices that no one could match.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I have killed for my country. I have stolen from my church.
You're going to be powerful. You're going to be rich.
I've loved a woman. Father, I am a priest.
The Executioner. Vietnam trained him as the ultimate killing machine. Now the Executioner has come home and he wants to go on killing. Only he calls it cleaning up the streets. The Executioner, a brand new film that makes no concessions. Jailbirds. These are no schoolgirls skipping class. They are cruel and dangerous terrorists with a taste for violent sex. And when they have a bus full of hostages at their control, their desires run to humiliation and brutality.
Look out! Get back there!
What a surprise.
What is it?
A most interesting sight. I thought it would be. I'm glad I didn't miss it.
Bastard. What do you want?
Listen in there. This is Inspector Zamboni. I want to talk to...
When the police move in, the siege begins. The order is capture or kill. And then the jailbirds have nothing more to lose.
Thanks.
From a kid like you, know better than to be out here on the road alone.
If I was with 12 boys, would you stop to pick me up?
She hitchhiked from Brooklyn
I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I'm going to try to get into the movies.
to take Hollywood by storm, and her father by surprise.
Who are you?
Libby?
You the cleaning girl today?
No, just Libby. Libby Tucker. Libby Gladys Tucker. Blanche's girl.
After 16 years, she just walks in here. You know, I don't even know how she found me. Took him 20 years to find Eichmann.
You own this house?
Me? Are you kidding? 6 termites own it. They lease it to 4 mites, and I sublet it from them.
You're not in school then, I take it. I'm an actress. What do you do? Stage work mostly? No, mostly I audition.
You're really serious about this, aren't you?
Why not?
You like disappointment? You like rejection?
I wanted to be tall, I'm not. I wanted to be rich, I'm not. I wanted to be gorgeous, I'm not. When you start off your life like that, what could they do to disappoint you?
Leaving cards and windshields is not how you become an actress.
Going to Hollywood Park Racetrack is not how you get a script written.
You must be pretty strong to come all the way from New York with a 200-pound chip on your shoulder.
Well, you ought to know. You're the one who dumped it there.
You're a dreamer. That's what you are. You paint Morocco on your ceiling and pretend that you don't live in Brooklyn. You pretend your father is the king of Hollywood and you're going to march out here and become the princess. Well, life is not pretending.
10 after 2. Where could she be on a night like this? Don't you think it's kind of late?
Welcome to the world of worried parents. You want the God's honest truth? I don't even want to be an actress. I just wanted to come out here and see you. I just wanted to know what you were like.
You look different than the first day you got here. Taller. Did you get taller?
Yeah, inside.
Neil Simons. I ought to be in pictures.
I also got gorgeous, but it didn't come out yet.
Innocent victim.
Darling, listen, remember when I left you said there'd be a place for me if I wanted my old job back?
Yes.
Well, I do.
Well, I may have to can someone, but you're worth it. When do you get here?
Hey, I think I'll drive across the country. Drive, you crazy.
This woman is trying to make a new
I'm a
start.
little confused. I'm the one with the car. No, ma'am, he ain't confused. It's you what's confused.
Get out of the car! Move over there by that tree. I said move!
Take my car, money in my purse. Take everything. Just don't kill me.
Sure.
No.
But things don't work out that way. She's trapped in a cell with a murderer, and the warders are as dangerous as the inmates.
We can do it nice, or we can do it real ugly.
In there and they'd have seen you with that stool in your hand, sent over a dead cop. They could have shot your ass on sight. You killed a cop back there.
There's nowhere to go except deeper into fear and despair until her worst nightmares become a terrifying reality. Return to Boggy Creek.
What kind of crazy place is this? Does somebody live here? Yeah. The monster.
Over 15 million people thrilled to the legend of Boggy Creek. Now the monster returns to stalk the swamps and terrify the citizens in his own very special way.
The all-new Return to Boggy Creek, the family adventure picture of the year. Are you too scared to come back? Return to Boggy Creek.
Little Ark. Little Ark is an exceptional children's film by award-winning Robert Radnitz with a very special appeal to children. A terrible storm batters the Dutch coast, smashing all in its path and wiping away entire villages. Two little orphans are trapped with their pets in a houseboat, stranded, helpless, and miles from home.
Attenda, come quick! The village is gone! Come quick! The sea's broken the dike. The village is gone and all the people are sitting on their roofs. And there's a boat in Queen Street.
What they learn about courage and love is a lesson for children everywhere. Mad, mad, mad monsters. All your favorite film monsters in a special cartoon feature. Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, and many more in Mad, Mad, Mad Monsters.
I am Count Dracula. What can I do to you? I'm the mailman. How interesting. What blood type are you? Huh? Blood type? Why? Type why? Ah, my favorite flavor.
You're the first normal person I've seen today. There's 8 cents due on this letter, Mr. Chanley. Mr. Chanley? Oh!
Does every bride go through this on her wedding day?
The mummy, the creature. Oh, boy. Those old stars still got that magic. They still drive the people wild.
Ultraman. Ultraman is the ultimate space superhero, and if it weren't for him, the world would be annihilated. 90 minutes of non-stop monsters and action. That ought to keep him quiet. Huckleberry Finn.
The Mississippi, one of the longest rivers in the world, flows right down the middle of the United States. In the year 1850, it was as far west as you could go and still call it civilization. The United States was still in its childhood in 1850, and so was I. I'm Mark Twain, and I'm going to tell you about the adventures of a boy who lived along that great watery highway in the heart of slave country. He was a spirited orphan boy who lived in nature like the animals he loved. His name was Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn is, of course, Mark Twain's classic children's story, now brought to life in a marvelous cartoon.
It's been a long time, son. Seems like you run into some luck while I've been away.
Christmas Annual. 3 whole hours of marvelous cartoons for children of all ages. Everyone's favorite comic book characters are on this tape, and it'll be watched over and over again. A fun-filled bumper Christmas Annual for your video, guaranteed to keep children entertained for hours and hours. Popeye, Superman, Bugs Bunny, Felix the Cat, and many more. In Search of Skiing. In Search of Skiing is one of the most beautiful and exciting sports films ever. A glorious tribute to Warren Miller, who's produced the most spectacular ski footage of recent years. A must for all skiers, as well as those of us who only dream of it. The Conspiracy. This man is returning to his hometown, but his welcome is not all he'd hoped it would be.
Don't get up, boy. I'll teach you a lesson you never forget.
Don't you waste your sympathy on me. Because you're going to need every bit you can get for yourself. Every bit.
If you continue to irritate me, you're going to find out that I can be a very mean person. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Hancock, Doc Rhodes, probably Sheriff Grimes. In fact, I'm sure Sheriff Grimes is involved in it. They've been conspiring to steal the land from these people. They get him in that nursing home and they make him sicker.
Buell Bars just called and said that Jingo's mother died this morning. She sounded really upset. Sheriff? Sheriff?
His old friends have formed a brutal mob that is terrorizing the neighborhood. Pushed as far as he can go, there is no alternative but to fight back against the conspiracy that is holding a small town in the grip of fear. Hustler Squad.
Now, at this party, you will seek out certain top-rank Japanese officers, lure them to bed, and then kill them.
These girls are professionals in the oldest profession in the world. Now they are going to use their skills to seduce the enemy, then kill him. Hustler Squad is an action-adventure with a difference. Jungle warfare with no holds barred. Sayonara. Marlon Brando. Patricia Owens. Red Buttons. Miyoshi Yumiki. James Garner, Ricardo Montalban, and Miko Taka star in this Oscar-winning classic.
Haven't you ever felt like grabbing me and hauling me off to a shack somewhere? But I would love you, Asa. If that is your desire.
Romance and adventure in exotic Japan.
You stupid, ignorant slob. I mean, go ahead and marry this slant-eyed runt if you want to. It'll serve you right.
Tanabata. Oh, my heart is so full of love for you.
Sayonara is a film that will last forever. Go for the name you know. Movies in a Box from CBS FOX.